Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Tuesday, August 20th, 2024. So, on a Tuesday like any other Tuesday, did you do the crossword?
I did.
And was it like any other crossword?
Any other Tuesday crossword?
Was it like any other Tuesday crossword?
I would say so. I think it was a pretty typical Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
What do you think?
I don't know. I thought it was by Sam Bookbinder, a name we have seen before.
That's true.
And so, and I seem to vaguely recall a feeling of trepidation when I see that name.
Oh, uh-huh.
But this one wasn't too bad.
No.
I mean, it was Tuesday, so he did sort of scale it down. I think his Fridays and Saturdays can be pretty tricky.
Yes.
But like all crosswords, I don't know if there really is a typical crossword. You know, I mean, they've got sort of a basic overall structure to them, but then when you get down into the details, they're all unique.
Oh, yeah. I mean, different themes and such. But
Like fingerprints and snowflakes. No two crosswords are alike.
No, but, in terms of solving time.
I thought you were about to say in terms of size. I will agree they are all 15 by 15,
No.
pretty much.
In terms of solving time, typically it takes you longer as you go through the week.
That is correct, yes.
And so Monday takes longer than Tuesday. Wednesday takes longer than Tuesday, and so on and so forth. So this was a pretty typical solving time for me. Mm-hmm. So
this took me about 3.5 minutes longer than average.
Uh-huh.
And I had problems with 34 across, neighbor of an Uzbek, which it turns out was a Tajik, as in, I guess, Tajikistan.
Yes, I that was one I did not get right away. In fact, that's where I ended up.
Yeah, that's where I ended up too, because
I wasn't quite sure what that middle letter was.
Right. Which middle letter? The J?
The J, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whoa. 36 down was item in a classic guessing contest. And you're telling me you had Ellie Bean and didn't recognize it as Jelly Bean?
Well, I was doing the rest of the puzzle. I wasn't really paying much attention to it. And then it was like, okay, I got everything filled in. And I went back and I'm like, oh, it must be a J. But I wasn't sure until that was the last letter I put in. So.
Well, but how did you know it was a T then? You knew 34 down, evergreen forest that covers much of Canada, TAIGA? Mm-hmm. Did you really?
Yes.
You're like a super genius.
No, I'm not, but
I
did know that. Well, I mean, and I had the A and the I and the G, so I had all of that.
Okay,
so
you had all the
that's right, the TAIGA. Mm-hmm, TAIGA.
Boy, I do not remember that.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's like TAIGA in the United States. So there's TAIGA and there's TAIGA.
Those sound suspiciously similar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm curious to see how many times it has shown up. 22 times it showed up today. Then in 2015 was the prior one. Mm-hmm. And it first showed up in 1951. Vast evergreen forests of subarctic lands.
Well, I don't think I knew it from doing the crossword. I think I knew it from knowing something about geography in the North America. So
see, because I don't remember that from geography class. Mm-hmm. Now I'm trying to remember the name of my geography teacher. In any event, he didn't talk about TAIGA.
Mm-hmm. So.
Beyond that, there was a theme here. I think there was a theme.
It was fun. It was a fun theme, I thought. Kind of funny. Certainly surprising, because it was like, what is holding these theme clues together? But it all made sense when you got to the revealer. And so there were 3 themed clues, as is kind of typical in Tuesdays. The first one, 17 across, superscript by a brand name, and that was a trademark symbol. And then we had 30 across, fighter jet landing spot, and that was Air Force Base. And then we had 45 across, investment banking giant, which was Goldman Sachs. And then finally the revealer went the length of the puzzle at the bottom, 59 across, best picture winner of 1965, or a description of the ends of the themed clues. and that was The Sound of Music. The hills are alive.
Whoa.
So, and if you go back to the theme clues, you had trademark symbol, which is a synonym for the cymbal in an orchestra. You had Air Force Base.
A homonym, right?
I'm sorry, homonym. Yeah. Which is a homonym for bass, like a bass fiddle or bass guitar. And then you had Goldman Sachs, the sax being a homonym for sax, which is slang for saxophone.
Right.
So The Sound of Music.
Yep.
Excellent.
A very sound theme, I thought.
I thought it was great. Mm-hmm.
I was pleased that for once, one across was a gimme, largest city in Nebraska.
Yes.
Omaha.
We knew that.
That's right. It was either going to be that or some reference to poker. I was ready for that as well. 10 across, letters on old Soviet rockets, CCCP.
That's right.
I first wanted it to be USSR.
I did too. But you know, I realized as I started doing the downs, it was not working. I'm like, oh no, they didn't put that on their rockets. They put CCCP, which is the name of their country in Russian.
Really?
I mean, the initials of the name of Union of Soviet Socialist Republic.
Oh.
In Russian.
Mm-hmm. I figured it was some sort of a mnemonic for like, come on, clear comrades, please.
No.
Or something like that. I'd have to work on the exact wording there for CCCP.
You haven't seen those for a while.
Of course, I belong to an organization, the Consortium for Computing Sciences and Colleges Central Plains, so that is CCSCCP, which is as Russian as you can get.
It sounds like it.
And still be a non-Russian organization.
I thought 14 across was interesting. Eschew the subway, say. Mm-hmm. Cabot. I've never heard of that phrase exactly.
Right.
You know, take a cab. I wanted it to be, subway doesn't fit, and Uber doesn't fit. So, but cab it was the right answer there.
We just had Uber like about 3 days ago, but not Uber it. Mm-hmm. I think I've seen the phrase Uber it though.
I think I've seen Uber it, but I've never seen cab it. But I guess if you can have one, you can have the other.
Right. You suppose you could have a taxi it? Mm-hmm. Although it's a little hard to pronounce with all those I's kicking around there.
That's right.
22 across was hilarious. Major in mass communication, Pope.
Yes.
I can't even read that without laughing. That was very, very well done, Simon.
Yeah, I like that. Mm-hmm.
26 down, curly-haired friend of Charlie Brown, Frida.
That's right.
Boy, Frida just never got, at least I think in the most recent Peanuts cartoons, not a lot of attention.
No.
I mean, she was sort of like big in the 50s, right?
Well, I don't know if she was ever big. I think she was always just kind of a side character, but, she always bragged about her naturally curly hair.
Yes.
So,
I think, I don't know, we'll have to look back at the through the chronicles. It seems to me that at the beginning of the series, she was more prominent.
It could be.
But 32 down, I was unfamiliar with. The answer was Oreos. The clue was twistable treats. Mm-hmm. I did not realize that you could twist Oreos.
Oh, of course. That's how you eat them. You twist them and then you dunk them in milk. No. Mm-hmm.
Why do you twist them? To take them apart?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That seems... I mean, they've gone to all that effort of putting them together.
Yes, I know, but... Some kids just eat the middle.
See,
and leave the chocolate cookie.
I thought there was some sort of like an Oreo twist concoction.
Oreo twist concoction?
Maybe not. There's something called Oreo twists. And it's got like vanilla raspberry flavor. So it's got 2 flavors.
Oh.
And this is from, of course, the expert on all this, worthitcandy.com. And they say, Milk's favorite cookie just got so much better. Brought to you all the way from the UK. From the UK, we present Oreo twists. Oreo cookies, they have a double layer in the middle. 1 layer of vanilla, and then 1 layer of raspberry-flavored cream, too.
Oh, so when you twist it, then one tastes like raspberry and one tastes like vanilla. Cool.
I don't know where we can get one of these.
I think we might have to go back to England.
Okay, well, I'm sure that, when we come back in the U.S., they probably won't let it in. We're gonna have to,
I don't know. It sounds like it's going to come to the U.S. soon. So,
I'm not sure what year that webpage was actually constructed in, but okay.
Yeah, maybe it's already here.
Well, that clears up the mystery of Oreos. And getting back to Jelly Bean, 36 down, I did like that. Item in a classic guessing contest. How many jelly beans?
That's right.
43 down. Let me try that one more time. Iconic outfit for a noted chairman. Mao suit.
Mao suit.
I always thought it was a Mao jacket.
Well, yeah, that's what I've always heard it as. But I guess a jacket the pants matched, so I guess it was a Mao suit. But,
okay. Let's see. Oasis, 51 down, Wonderwall group, Oasis.
Right.
I did not recognize that song and went back and found it. I actually found several recordings of it before I found the original from Oasis. The other recordings were like too slow and too blah, but the one by Oasis was amazing.
Really?
Are you familiar with Wonderwall?
I don't think so. When was that? When did that come out?
It was quite a long time ago. 1995.
Oh, yeah.
I could start singing it, but I think YouTube would, if we played it, YouTube would get us for copyright infringement.
You cannot do that.
If I sang it, they'd get us for, I don't know, listener abuse or something. So.
Well, I certainly can't sing it, but
no, it's a pretty complex song. I think it would require some expert performances here.
Oh, okay.
In any event, it was pretty amazing. So, listeners, if you get a chance, go listen to the song Wonderwall, and you want to get to the version by Oasis, the original. Highly recommended.
Okay.
And then I loved 53 down. Just seems this is more important than ever. Everyone is entitled to his own opinion, but not to his own blank. Daniel Patrick Moynihan, and the answer was fact.
That's right. I knew it was. I have heard that, and I was thinking it was truth, not to his own truth. That was to his own fact. Yeah.
And then we had 87 across. Greek founder of Stoicism, Zeno.
I was going to ask you about it, if you knew that.
That he founded Stoicism?
The Greek founder of Stoicism. Stoicism?
Stoicism. I don't think you pronounced the C. Or it's a soft C. But I think... I know Zeno from his paradox.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I recognize him. The idea that if you have to go... Suppose you want to go from here to there. Well, before you go to there, you have to go to half there. And before you go to half there, you have to go to a quarter there. And before you go to a quarter there, you have to go to an eighth there, and then a 16th. So and you can keep dividing and dividing and dividing. So there would be an infinite number of things you would have to do before you get to there. And therefore, nobody can move anywhere. I thought that was brilliant. And Zeno was very proud of himself until people demonstrated that they could move and probably hit him with a, I don't know, papyrus or a tablet or something. It's like, hey, we're over here. So much for your paradox.
He's from Greek, so they maybe hit him with a stone column.
Perhaps, yeah, there you go. Or maybe I guess that would have been Roman marbles. Who were the Elgin marbles? Were those Greek or Roman?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Okay, well, small mystery. They would have thrown marbles at him. All right, well, I think that's it for the crossword, and this was by, again, Sam Bookbinder, and it was really a lot of fun. Well done, Sam.
Yep.
And it is Tuesday, however, which means it's time for Triplet Tuesday. And as longtime listeners know, Triplet Tuesday is that segment where one of us reads 3 clues in decreasing order of difficulty to the other. The answer to all 3 clues is one 3-letter answer. The object is to guess that answer in as few clues as possible, and we do it 3 times, hence the name Triplet Tuesday. I believe you have some questions for me, otherwise this podcast is ending right now.
No, I have some.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. And listeners, if you want to play along, please do. Hit the pause button after Gene has asked the question before I blurt out the answer, or more likely, blurt out something wrong.
Okay. Here's your first clue.
Ready.
Start of every zip code in Washington, D.C.
Oh, no. 1.
No.
Drat. Could have been 2. Could have been 3. No, could have been 3. Okay. Carry on.
Okay. Second one. No account. No account spelled Noah.
2. TWO.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes. So, and the last one was first prime,
Oh, okay.
since you have a degree.
I don't have a degree in
Related
mathematics. No.
Related. I was going to say related to mathematics.
I've seen prime numbers. Yes.
Yes, first prime is
all
2,
right.
not 1, right? Many people think the first prime number is 1, but
No, 1 is not considered prime.
no, 2.
Yep.
So, all right, very good. You got that in 2.
That's pretty straightforward.
Okay, likely victim on April Fool's Day.
Sap.
That's right. That's right. Very good. So
Listeners, we hope you're doing okay over there.
the second one was exhaust. I should have started with that. That was a little more cryptic.
Exhaust would have been, I would have said tire, misspelling it as I do. Yeah, I think sap would have been,
Or
I wouldn't.
zap. I thought, some people like they say zap.
Right. Now that I have the answer in
Sap.
my head, it's hard to think of not having the answer in my head, but I definitely would have had more trouble with that.
The last one was syrupy stuff.
I don't know. I think you had them in reverse order of
Oh,
difficulty.
really? Okay.
At least for me.
Okay. Well, I thought, likely victim on April Fool's Day. I thought maybe could be an oaf or
I think of an oaf as a rude person.
I think of it as a sort of a dumb, rude person.
Yeah.
Oh, but anyway, I thought there might have been other things you thought of there. But
Okay.
all right, lightweight boxer.
Lightweight boxer. Ali, A-L-I.
No. Okay.
I guess he was a little heavier than that.
Right. Kind of tent.
Pup.
That's right.
A pup boxer. Is that a dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And the last one was a young pooch.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that helped much either, but okay.
Like a young pooch. Like a dog, they call it a pooch.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the word pooch would have distracted me, and I wouldn't have been able to think. I'd just be thinking pooch.
I thought that was
What a fun word.
would have been easy. But-
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, you just did magnificently. You got 1 in 2, 1 in 1, and second one in 2. Yeah,
I've redeemed myself from my last fiasco.
there you go.
All right. Well, listeners, we hope you did well on that. Let us know how you did. crosswordpodcast@icloud.com.
Yep.
That is it for today. Thanks for listening. We'll be back with our cutting edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.